Hey, Zac Richard, man. What's up?
How are you?
I'm doing good. Can you hear me all right?
I can.
All right. How's it going, buddy? A lot of stuff going on with you. You're a pretty popular guy since that big-time fight you had, that title fight, man. How you feeling, bro, and what's been going on since then?
It actually was the day after.
There we go.
Oh, so
day after.
So, hey, you look pretty fresh. Not really a mark on you, except a couple of blemishes. You look kind of fresh, man. How's it feel going for your first 5-round war?
It was pretty interesting. My fights before that didn't even total five minutes. So, going in between rounds, it was like I didn't know if I wanted to sit or stand. It was pretty wild, but it was interesting because before I never saw anyone crowd in my fight, and every time in between rounds, I kept seeing one of my buddies, and it was like kept making like faces like, let's go.
All right,
like,
there you go.
I have no idea.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you're like, you don't know what's going on in here, buddy. Finish your beer.
Now he knows what a 5-round war is
We're
going to
actually
take.
just talking about how Roy Nelson got escorted out.
Yeah.
I actually lost my friend at the casino that night, and I was looking for him, and it was like 2 o'clock at night, and Roy Nelson was getting escorted out the back entrance, and I was like, "Hey, Roy," and the mug face walked right back.
Yeah, see?
Oh, so you're a witness to these beans that Jared just let out, right?
Yeah, I saw he wasn't very happy at all.
Yeah, I bet. That's not a guy you want to get pissed
Oh
off
my,
with
yeah,
either.
he's could take out a whole
Important thing,
army,
did you
that
find
guy.
your buddy?
Yeah, did you find your brother or your buddy when you were looking for him?
Oh yeah, I found him in the elevator like another 30 minutes after that.
Hey, so you went to, what was that, Bellator 260, was it
15.
215 or
I went
260?
to both.
Oh, all right, so is
killing.
Probin a training partner of yours or in the area?
Well, I cross-train at CMC JJ, and he used to train with them, so I knew him for that. He's only come down to Nose Toast one time, but me and him have become quite close, and we chat often. So I think I'm going to start training Cam Arnold a lot on the side, working like privates with them too.
Yeah, and my God, he looked great on his feet, man, though.
Yeah, well, he's a world-class striker on his feet, but I worked with him on stage against the wall because I'm a pretty good wrestler myself. And I was very impressed because he did get taken down quite a bit, but he recovered so well every time. I was very impressed with him.
Yeah, man. Well, it's that Bellator stage too. You know what I mean? That gives you that extra gear, like you're in front of all that people. Yeah. So you went to both cards. Did you have fighter friends on both the nights?
No, I only knew Matt. Pedro was supposed to fight, but he didn't. I know
that's
Pedro
right.
pretty well.
Oh, so what? Pedro
I
Gonzalez.
got
I keep interrupting.
That's all right.
to see a lot of fighters that grew up watching us. So that was pretty cool.
Excellent. So what? Pedro Gonzalez? Are you cross trained with him or what's up? Is that who you're talking about?
Well, yeah. Well, Bill Jones trains with him a lot,
Oh,
and
okay.
he's actually the landlord, Bill. So I've only trained with Pedro once or twice, but I know him pretty well too. So I bought tickets to watch him and Matt.
Oh.
But I ended up to watch Matt.
Oh man. So not only do you have people supporting you, you go out there and support them also, man. Good for you, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah, hopefully Pedro's doing all right. He had some issues. Brain aneurysm. I don't know if it was a brain aneurysm, but he had some issues.
Yeah, that's wild because
Yeah.
it's wild. You never know.
Yeah,
Exactly.
All right, my man. Let's get away from Bellator and let's talk a little bit about you, bro, man. You come out of So you said that when Travis interviewed you, that was the night after, correct?
Yep.
How's the body feel the night after a 5-round war? Because basically, all 3 fights before that were, like you said, equal like under 5 minutes.
Yeah, and I barely even got hit. So, that's actually quite a bit. My eye hurt the most, and then that only lasted like a day or two. But my legs are finally just getting better. My left leg was so sore.
Couldn't even imagine. That's a long
Yeah.
time. That's 25 minutes in there,
A couple kicks, but just stuff we gotta work on.
So when you came, I mean, you came out of there, you know, just bumps and bruises, but pretty much, you know, injury free, correct?
Yep. Yep.
All right, my man. You came to, you know, you came to Combat Zone. You met with Travis. Had a great interview with you, man. And you know, Travis was very proud of that. I think it was his first live interview. Man, you guys blew up the internet with that friggin' interview. What's going on?
Yeah, I don't know. I just kept putting it on my social media. I was like, share this, and Travis kept having new goals and what he wanted it to reach. And I just, hey, guys, we got 3 more to go, and I just kept working. And finally, we hit 2.5, and I was like, all right, I'll stop posting it on my Snapchat and Instagram.
Yeah, it's like 3.4 now or something like that, dude. You should start a GoFundMe page, man. For you.
Yeah, right. For being an amateur, you know, that's getting a lot of stuff to your page, a lot of views.
So Zach, you had this 5-round fight. You had your toughest opponent. You know, I'm just learning a lot about NEF fighters right now, and you know, Combat Zone. A lot of the North fighters. I want to get more exposure for you guys out there, man. So you fought, you know, Lear for this open title. How did you get this fight with him? I know you were 3-0. But, you know, he was, you know, how did you actually get in the fight with him with all that experience? How'd that matchup come about?
Well, I was actually supposed to fight this guy named Angelo. I'm not really sure how to pronounce his last name. And he had some work commitment, and he couldn't actually pursue the fight. And I already had like 100-something tickets sold. So I was like, I'll find someone. And then he was like, Fred Lear. And I knew who Fred was. I watched a couple of his fights. And it was weird because it was like one of those people I paid attention to. And I was like, all right.
Yeah.
And a lot of people doubted me. And I just was like, all right, like, keep doubting me. And then that night, one of my best friends, he's one of my coaches, he texted me, he's like, welcome to the club. You know? So I don't think he had the worthy of fighting Fred. And then after that, he was like, all right, you know, like, you got it.
Excellent, my man. So, you had a fight planned, and all of a sudden, probably the biggest beast that you could probably match up for the title steps up. Man, what's going through your mind? Well, you just said what's going through your mind, but your game plan had to change a little bit. I think his background's kind of a big wrestling game, also, correct?
Yeah, I was actually looking excited about the wrestling matchup. I didn't know long about Angelo. It wasn't like I prepared much for it. It was only a couple weeks when the fight got canceled between us two.
Wow.
But I was actually really excited about it because I wanted if I was going to fight for the title, win or lose, I wanted it to be against someone, you know, worthy of like a big name. And when I heard Fred Lear, I was like, all right, like this is a good name that people can be like, this kid isn't just fighting, you know.
Yeah.
Test
fighters in no win or just like 50-50 record. It was like he's already won the belt. He's been fighting a lot longer than I have.
So yeah,
and he's such a great guy. Friends now, we're gonna train together.
And you've only been what? Have you been fighting a little over a year as far as you know, amateur MMA?
Hasn't even been a year.
Yeah, I
Almost.
actually started training on January 1st, 2018. It was my New Year's resolution.
You started. Let me ask. I'm gonna stop.
Wait, what were you doing before that? Just wrestling? What was
started training last year?
No, I was just working and sitting on my ass.
Well, did you wrestle in high school?
Yeah, I wrestled in high school, and then I got caught. I got in trouble right before New England. I think I could have placed really high in New England, so then that kind of put a bad taste in my mouth, and I just didn't ever put wrestling shoes on.
Yeah.
And then I was watching fights on YouTube one day, and I was tired of doing nothing on the weekends. I just felt like I was getting nothing done, so I walked in the no-so. I just never looked back. And then 2 months into it, I was like, how long do people wait before they have their first fight? Quite a while. Why? And I was like, well, I want to fight. My debut was in April, and I'm fighting this April, so that'll be 5 fights in 1 year.
So your first year, not just a year. That's insane.
Zach, did you have any smokers or anything? Like, did you have some Muay Thai or any kind of stand-up smokers before you jumped in there?
I mean, I just got a fight in high school, like a pit and stuff. But
This is like the start of like a movie.
Yeah, freaking awesome, bro. I freaking love it, man.
Devin and Bill were
dude,
probably like,
the way you talk, it's so laid back. Like when you were like interviewing with Jared, Travis. I left. I think I had to go get something to eat or something. I left you guys kind of, to yourselves to do it. And when I watched the interview after, I said, this guy's like all laid back. And then, I watched a couple other things and talking to you, man, it's just, but seeing you in your cage, you remind me of a young Matt Brown. Like as far as just you're gritty and you come forward and you're throwing and then you're grinding to take that takedown and just smother you and beat you up on the ground, man. Does that sound kind of accurate?
Yeah, I'm really flattered that you say that.
That's true.
Well, do you know Matt? Well, you kind of look like him too, so that's why I say it.
Are you hitting on me?
No, well, a little bit, but I saw you had a girlfriend, so I think I got to stay away.
Yeah. We don't want your coach coming after us.
So Brown's one of my favorite fighters, just as far as mental and physical toughness in the cage. He's one of my all-time favorites, but just knowing that you've been at this game for so short and you've had three big, I think 3 finishes real quick, and then this big-time war, man, that says a lot about your young career.
Thank you. Yeah. I was in wrestling. I never cut weight to like dodge anyone. I always would bump up or would cut down to wrestle fast, and I didn't really care about my record. I just wanted I wanted the war, and I was so happy. Like going into right before the fight actually started, like it was so loud, and it was like people were Rocky, people were chanting Lear, and it was like I thought this is explode, and it was like I was like, this is my life. Like I want to forever.
You got quite a few people there too.
Yeah. Now wait, Zach, you said you sold 100 tickets before before that your first opponent had problems. How many did you sell when they found out Lear was going to be on your opponent? How many people did you have there?
It was only it was in Bangor, and that's like a 3-hour drive. So I sold like 160 tickets.
Right.
But
that's a lot.
I got 600 tickets for my fight in Aura, and I already sold like
600.
Yeah.
I don't know, like a lot of them.
Matt Peterson's probably watching dollar signs are flying through his head right now, man.
That's huge. That's 25% of the MMA game, man. You can sell tickets, you're gonna get fights.
So you're closer to home now, correct? Where the card is on the 27th? Yep. April 27th.
Yeah, it's Portland's only like 30-40 minutes away from my hometown.
Wow.
So.
That's a home match right there.
Now you're fighting for the same title that you just fought for because Lear is turning pro, correct?
Yeah.
So now you're fighting Tom Pagli, who comes out of Sparrow's martial arts, Dave Sparrow, who just won a title himself, oldest, 40 years old, winning the EME title at Combat Zone. How did the matchup with Tom come about?
Well, Matt was telling me he was looking for me, and I actually saw Tom that night at Combat Zone. We were actually shooting shit. We talked about, training together. And then all of a sudden, I'm at work, and Matt Peterson's like, what about Tom? And I was like, I'm like, does he know about it? I'm going to say, yeah, offend him. But, yeah, no. And we talked since the fight's been announced. We're like, there's no love lost. I was like, if my friends boo you, I'm sorry. We're good. We used to train together at the middies. I don't really remember him that much. We remember each other, but.
Roberto Sena.
Yeah.
Hey, he's a wrestler too. I know Tom a little bit just by social media. I've met Tom at going to see Jake Pillar's fight at Combat Zone. I had no idea Tom was the same fighter. I didn't know Tom was a fighter. I thought he was just one of Jake's friends. But I was speaking to this guy Tom online about fighting a bunch, and I didn't even know it was the kid I was talking to at Jake Pillar's. I actually had beer. I was drinking a beer at the last Combat Zone where Travis interviewed you, and Tom came and sat next to me, and we were talking. I said, "You son of a bitch!" I said, "You're the same Tom." And he's a really, really good kid, man. Really soft spoken, but he's a big time wrestler, and he's a grinder in that cage also.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be another good fight. Like people were kind of getting bored with buying tickets to my fight. I wasn't fighting people that I should have been fighting, I don't think, anyways. But, you know, I fought Fred, and people were watching at home on YouTube, and they were like, that's what I want to watch, you know. Now Tom's going to bring that, so I'm hoping that we put on another show. And I just hate that Matt's putting me against these nice guys. Tom's a good kid.
Yeah. Hey, and Zach, it's amateurs, man. You're both getting each other better, and you're in New England, man. And, you know, down the line, you both be pros, and who knows, you might meet up again, or you might train together as pros. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, actually, me and Fred have been talking about training together, maybe.
Oh, see that happens so much, man. You fight together, and you go like, oh, I want to train with you. I want to learn some of this stuff, or you know, vice versa, man. It's just really great sport that can happen, man.
I mean, it's perfect. I mean, we couldn't beat each other, so what better would it want?
and you really don't want to fight each other again, that's for sure, man.
That's some killers that you're doing.
Oh, yeah, we didn't even talk about your camp. We'll let you give a shout-out in a couple of minutes. I got Billy Goff calling in a minute. But, you fight. I mean, you got Devin there helping. He's in the corner. He was holding your legs up at that fight. It was pretty.
The infamous Bill Jones.
What? Hey, Zach. What kind of pep talk comes from them when you're exhausted, completely exhausted? You're seeing triple of your friends drinking beers in the crowd. What's going through? What are you hearing from your coaches there?
Honestly, I couldn't even tell you. I was thinking it was embarrassing, but I didn't care. And he was like rubbing them, and I just remember he stop wrestling him, strike with him, and I was like, Devin, I'm gonna throw him. I did the second round with a liver shot, and I thought I was gonna throw up, and I didn't know that if you threw up, it was disqualification.
Yeah, that just happened to Cage Titans.
In one of my corners, and don't you throw up?
Yeah,
I was like, man,
swallow
this
it.
is not fun.
Yeah, you can't throw up, man. They'll put their thumb in your mouth, hold your cheeks, do something. I don't know if they can actually touch you or nothing like that. Well, yeah, they're over there holding your legs and stuff. I can figure they could put their hand over your mouth if you're ready to throw up.
Put in the ice, and it was literally the best feeling in the world. I couldn't ask for anything better. I was like, oh. And then he was like, all right, corner's out. And I was like, no.
It's too early. I just got here.
Yeah. I'm holding his leg in the fifth round. I was like, you needed something, dude. You ain't winning, but you ain't losing.
Yeah.
Pick him up.
Dude,
if you watch it, I just lay on him and take a breath, and I'm looking at Devin, and Devin's like, go! And I'm like, dude.
Yeah. And you did, man. You grinded out the last going for the gusto, the last 15 seconds or so, man. Great shit, bro.
I regret it.
Good.
That's all I kept thinking.
Good cardio, man.
Yeah, exactly. And you talked about you had, you fight for a reason. You want to just mention that before I let you do some shout outs?
Yeah. My sister passed away when I was a sophomore. She actually had cancer when she was 2. She had neuroblastoma, it's a bone marrow cancer. They told her she didn't make it till 3. She wanted a sister when she was 8 years old. She got me pretty close. Then she got diabetes, a bunch of medical issues, and then when she was 23, she was getting her 20-year remission, and she wasn't feeling right, and she ended up going to the hospital, and when I was in 8th grade, she got diagnosed with colon cancer. My sophomore year, she passed away on November 18th, and I actually fought November 17th, and we had a whole bunch of shirts with her face on it, with her boxing gloves, because she was always fighting cancer, so... I watched her battle cancer, so fights aren't nothing, I don't know what it's like to battle cancer as long as she did, so we just got to keep fighting and fighting.
Well, all power to you, brother. You're living, you're keeping her memory alive, buddy, because you got a big career for you, and you're going to be fighting for her a lot in that cage. You're going to be mentioning her name, man. So. Congratulations on all your success, your early success, brother. It's been real quick. You got you're an amateur. You got a big time UFC fighter that can kind of and Bill Jones, a big
legend,
the big legend there that are gonna tell you what to do and kind of guide you in the right way. So you're doing things right, and just keep doing what you're doing, man. Stay humble. Stay a beast in the cage and stay real, like you know, kind of cool, calm and collective like you are online, man. It'll all work out.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you for having me on here.
All right, my man. Shout out any sponsors. I know you got 1,000 of them.
Yeah.
And you know, trainer partners and your team and all that. And we'll let you get out of here.
Yeah. All right. So my sponsors I'd like to shout out are Top It Off Oil, Green Gold, Southern Maine Sewer and Drain, Bolstridge Firewood, DNR Pavement and Seal Coating, Zach's Burner Service, NEF Process System, Let It Shine Cleaning, Horseshack's Custom Cycles, and yeah, just Devin, Bill, Colton, Jamie, Trevor, the whole Northfield team, my cousin Nate Booster, all of you guys, my parents, all my friends, family, my girlfriend, everyone else, man. You guys are helping me get my name out there. Thank you very much for having me on here today.
Yeah, buddy. Excellent,
my man. Zach, I'd love to come down, you know, sometime before that fight happens and actually do an interview with you, you know, on video and stuff like that, and maybe get some training footage and all that other shit. So maybe we can work that out down the line.
Absolutely, man.